I'm the same. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Sounds good.
I'm looking for some kind of food that you want too, Ombra.
Yeah, I got to figure out what to order. I will do that. I had to make the grocery order first.
Great.
So I just made the grocery order, and now I'll figure out the food order.
All right. Well, so we actually do have an order of business to settle. So let me describe the two possible potential last moments for you. First of all, in your latest session, the party found themselves deep in Bavlorna's cottage, confronting the dark practices of the hag and her minions. They rescued a satyr named Vansel and uncovered grotesque scenes that revealed the true nature of Bavlorna's influence. Prepared to delve deeper into the mysteries of the cottage, the adventurers reflected on their journey, the choices they have made, and the challenges that lie ahead. Stakes raised and the threat of the hags looming, the party's quest to cleanse the land of the blight continues, filled with opportunity, growth, and discovery in the face of darkness. In other words, y'all beat the hag to the point where she ran away. So, right after that, you decided you were going to go upstairs. However, it has been put on the table that there is something that one of you wanted to do first. So, we could rewind that 6 seconds because it doesn't have to have happened yet. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I wanna stay downstairs for a moment still.
All right, in that case, let me move you back downstairs. From last session that
it was a really wise idea. Imagine Balian pulling us back down the stairs, being like, wait, you just left those guys there?
Vance's not a bad guy.
Wait, no, you actually found them the first time, so maybe you had the idea.
Which of you did rescue Vansel?
I worked in a combination with, I think it was me and Verde.
Yeah, I was about to say it was Watson and me.
Got it. Okay. Well, in that case, spacebar double right click. Roll spacebar double right click. There it is. All right. In that case, you find yourself standing in front of the staircase. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna head back over to those cabinets.
All right. Well, that's a window. The cabinet's over here.
Oh, well, shit. The light keeps going out on me.
Here, I'll uncheck the. So you can just.
Did we try to harvest any of that honey?
So you said the cabinets they were in were this one and this one?
Yeah, that's the only cabinet. The other one is a table.
Well, what was the room that had the two cabinets in it?
Oh, that was the dining room. That's over here.
Yeah, that's I guess where I'm headed then.
All right.
And I would tell everyone, come on
you
this
should be
way.
able to move yourself. Yeah, there is a cabinet in the room that you guys are in that you couldn't open earlier. That's what I thought you were going for.
No. So then
Oh.
I'm going to open this cabinet again. I guess I'll wait for everyone to be here so that way it can be more intimidating.
Oh, what is this free movement? I have been unshackled.
Yeah, I turned
what did I fucking do?
We're not fighting right now. I don't know. What was that?
There was also a door
I did
that
a
you
weird
wanted
thing.
to open, Balian.
I'm done now.
I'll whisper over to you when I come over here. There's also the locked door in the main room where we had the confrontation. We ought to get them to open that too.
All right. What are you doing, Philly?
All right. I'm going to open up the cabinet so the Lornling can see everybody.
Okay. You find one trembling, frightened Lornling.
Hey, little dude.
Hello.
Hey,
looking kind of like a gelfling, you know.
Hey,
you guys seem to be able to make Bavlorna's goods appear in your hands when you want to, when she asks you to. How easily can you access those things? Is it only when she says, or can you always access them?
I was sorry. I was contemplating doing the voice. I don't think I'm going to tonight, though. Yeah, in a tiny voice, the Lornling says to you, "We don't have access unless we have the key, and I don't have the key."
Who has the key?
It shrugs, thinks about it for a moment. Right? So it says "YOLO the bard." That's actually down for the record, but no.
oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
No. Yeah, it thinks about it for a second, and it says, "Maybe Bavlorn, maybe the prime Lornling, but I think she's at the carnival."
The prime Lornling, huh? Well, all right. Think I know what to look for. Should I go back there?
You hear a muffled something from the other cabinet. Something like that.
Oh, please, I say very loudly, stepping over the
Yeah.
table, you know, like a barbarian.
Yeah, actually, Yola, with your helmet on, you're pretty sure that what they said was something like Blumble Snatch, Umberbluss, something like that.
Well, wasn't that the name of one of the?
Good. You have a name. I open the door.
Yep. Inside, you find the other Lornling, hand clamped around its mouth like it just realizes what it did. And it stares at you, eyes wide.
So, what was Bumble Snatch doing at the carnival?
Its hand slips off its mouth and it says Bandersnatch.
What was Bandersnatch doing at the carnival?
It looks over your shoulder, and the other Lornling says,
I bet it was something frumious.
and it clamps its mouth shut. Shakes its head. Mm-mm.
Do you like your fingers?
I think it does like its fingers, yeah.
Perhaps you would like to take them away from your mouth so that you could stop blocking what you need to say to me.
Reluctantly, she lowers her mouth, her hands from her mouth, and says, "Stealing, usually. She's not supposed to."
Feeling? Oh,
I said it was something frumious.
they're not going to like that.
Oh,
If, you know, if I would have rat on them.
Right. From the Lornling in the cabinet next to you, Jory, the other Lornling says, "She only steals if they don't have a ticket."
Ah,
nice.
I see. Well, that means she's probably doing it for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, in which case it's probably some sanctioned deal between the two parties.
I wonder if we could, you know, get access or, you know, meeting with Bumble Snatch. Bandersnatch. Bramblecourt?
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch.
Oh. Yeah, the two Lornlings kind of look across the room at each other, and then finally the one in the cabinet in front of you, Verde, says, "The mirror opens for her by name."
The mirror downstairs.
Yes.
Well, the activation word is name. Is their name?
Well, I've never used the mirror, but I hear her call her name before she steps into it.
Neat.
That's good to know. And what about the locked door back over there by the cabinet?
Which door?
One moment.
I ask as the DM.
Is it a door or the chest that you mean?
No, I mean the door. There's a hidden door right there behind the cabinet.
Oh, that door. Got it.
It's locked.
Oh, also that cabinet's closed and locked.
Yep. Yep. They both shrug. They look at you like they're not sure. Finally, they say, "We know it's the small door."
Yes, but how does the small door open?
It's for small people.
Like you.
Smaller than me.
Smaller than you. Who's smaller than you?
She thinks about it for a moment and she says, "Well, the pixies were, but she caught all of them."
Yeah, that was a interesting art piece that they have over there. Except one of them seemed to have seemed to have escaped.
The one in front of you kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Swallows a comment. Doesn't say anything for a moment and then finally shrugs and says, "I guess not everybody's perfect. Even a hag."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did one of you eat it?
What? No.
No,
Besides, they're yucky.
the glass broke in from the inside.
That's very
That
lucky.
pixie escaped on their own.
They're too sweet.
Mm.
Do you happen to know where this pixie might be? We might need to talk to them.
Long gone, I'd imagine. Blown
Everything
away.
come from?
What was that?
Where did they come from? From some quaint little pixie village out in the swamps?
Oh no, they were the ladies' attendants.
Ah, is there a place where ex-attendants seem to gather in the wake of the new lady?
Well, I mean, nobody goes to the palace anymore. Nobody of those sorts.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
No, we also heard that the highway was highly intraversable, so
The causeway, it's broken. She broke it.
I'd imagine.
I don't think you would find that here. I think she hunted them down to the last. Well, except the one.
The one?
Yeah, the one that escaped.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, I would imagine that they escaped on a balloon.
Some good work.
Hmm.
Now, do you know where perhaps the new lady, the one who owns this house, has some interesting items for the people who have bashed her about so hard that she had to flee to her sisters?
The lordling in front of you, their eyes go wide for a moment. They shake a little and they point up, and they say, "She keeps the best upstairs."
Oh,
Like everybody's best? Like that kind of best?
Shakes its head. Excuse me. I guess since they're clones of Bavlorna, it's technically a her, actually. So
the locked cabinet in the other room. How do you open it?
The key.
Oh, with the key.
Is that the sort of key that's lying around, or is that the same key that you talked about when you mentioned the key earlier?
It's a different key. I think it might be upstairs.
Oh, all right. We'll be on the lookout for it. You don't like sweet snacks, huh?
Not if they're too sweet. It's yucky.
How about raw meat? You like your meat raw?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Watson, do we perhaps want to give them a
He is actually not with you, you realize.
Watson? Hey, where'd that guy
Shit, where'd he go?
That's probably not a good idea. Do I have any of those snake fillets?
Been a good one. I pat it on its head. Good Lord.
It tolerates that.
Lord.
It does nothing.
How about alcohol?
Yeah. Actually, it nods. Yeah, I like alcohol. Who doesn't?
All right. Well,
Alcohol.
I'm gonna look for like a couple of things that can act as cups, even if they're like just the broken edge of like a bowl or something that can just hold a bit of liquid. Like, you know, just a couple of cups basically that would hold about the same amount of fluid.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah, between all of the various cutlery and cookware around here, I'm sure you can find what you're looking for.
okay. I, show them to both of them, set them on the table. I'm gonna set down a sack of the evening berry wine. I'm gonna pour them 2 cups and 1 cup apiece, and then leave the rest of it up there and tell them, well, you two have been very helpful, so instead of cowering these cabinets here, come sit. It's some evening berry wine that came from the festival. There's a couple of cups for you.
I hear those berries only grow in the evening.
That's what they meant. See, I always thought that was some sort of off-label reference to like, you know what? Never mind.
No, it's an interesting one. To be honest, Vansel, if you ever see a plant that's it seems like the absolute opposite of green somehow, it's one of those weird ones. It actually doesn't photosynthesize with. I'm sorry, that's a big word. It doesn't take energy in from the sun. It takes energy in from when the sun's not around. It's weird. It's magic.
The 2 Lornlings, realizing that you're insisting, do ultimately hesitantly take seats at the table.
I bet you the hag can.
Are we gonna have them for dinner, Phelan?
I bet the hag can see through these things when she wants to.
Good. She's gonna have some blurry eyes here in just a moment.
Get all bleary, eh?
Yep. Well, I'm not.
I take out my wineskin harness. Are we drinking?
Well, I mean, I suppose we could all have a drink if that's what we're looking for. But really, I was leaving the wineskin for these 2. I think if we're going to be looking for a drink, maybe we should look among the best and see if there's something a little more palatable to our senses. I'm just joking. This wine is delicious, but yeah, I don't know. You can have a drink if you want. I think I'm going to start working on going upstairs and figure out where Watts went.
Ansel, buddy, how about you have a drink too? I cup around his shoulder and I guide him out the door, shoving the wineskin in his face with the other hand.
Watts.
Which he takes happily and says, well, what kind of satyr would I be?
Exactly. Right?
What?
Have this be the first bit on your chronicle on our adventure. How we started off with a good drink.
What? Where are you? What? Where am I hearing him laughing from?
It comes from the spiral staircase.
Okay, all right, he's upstairs.
Downstairs, actually.
Downstairs. Well, I thought we were going to go
I
up,
guess I'm-
but I don't know.
Wait. Are we just leaving them in there, leaving these dudes in there to drink, and then we're leaving them?
Yeah.
All right.
They're going to be drunk the next time we see them.
I mean, yeah, it's the least we could do after threatening to break their fingers.
It was a pretty implicit threat in your defense.
I mean, do you like your blank, and that blank is like your body part or something valuable to you?
Do you like your penis?
You
Don't you
know,
think you should take it out of your mouth then?
I don't. The Lornlings. Well,
Oh.
I mean, I guess we're gonna get into King Missile there at that point. You
Take
know
it
what
out
I
of your
mean.
These are the jokes.
Why that was a song they made. Whatever.
I woke up this morning with a bad hangover. Yeah, I can recite that song.
It's really Tuesday.
Yep, you know it too.
I owned the entire album. My favorite poem on that album is called "It's Saturday."
Yeah, I do like it Saturday.
But I also like this song is called Martin Scorsese.
To the other side.
All right, so I guess he's probably testing the mirror. So let's go down and watch him not make a mistake. Perhaps. I guess let's stay as a square so we can drag us over easier.
Don't we want to go up so that we can see the best?
Oh, we do, but let's not split the
Yeah, I
party.
do believe that is on your agenda. But yeah, actually, you have to do it from the combat tracker, so I can't grab you as a group anyway.
It's too bad. I'm like,
Really
I
wouldn't
was
want to
kind of wishing I had a auto follow.
use the transit device when there's loot to be had. That just seems like maybe a,
Well, you haven't got like a zone, loading screen, so you're probably safe.
You don't think the teleporting mirror is a zone change?
Oh, sure. That's a different question entirely, right? I get what you're saying now. I would likewise be skeptical as a player.
I wonder if it has to be there or if it can be anywhere. If we just take that mirror.
Just think about how the map was made, Phalian, right? You loot first, and then having discovered that there's a teleportation device on the first floor that we were on, then we go back down and use the teleportation device to get transported somewhere else.
Mhm.
I think we're going out of order. We need to
Yeah, I
see the
can't
map
go.
where it's robbed from.
No, I know.
I can't see past this corner here.
What? You're just trying to activate this thing to make sure it works?
Nope.
No?
I'm meditating on the meaning of existence and new walking ways of walking.
All right. Well, we're going to be
basically tubing. Yeah.
we're going to be looting the best upstairs. So
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
If you
Yeah.
can
What? That process gives you a bar. That bar completes with no concern.
wait, the bar completes. He meditated on a topic sim style.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds like he channeled. He used a channeled interact.
Well, or a timed process.
Yes. I wish to confirm that it's now attuned to me. Is it like a linking thing? Do I need a verbal speak, or can I just be like, it starts moving for me?
Hold on, and I will show you.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Because it's not hers anymore. She's been defeated. It's yours now.
She's not dead yet, but
Oh,
to the
no.
victor the spoil.
She retreated. She retreated in battle in her domain. Therefore, you know, that's a win.
Likewise, depending on where she goes, if she goes and gets her sister's help, she owes me an eye.
She's going to have a hard time getting her sister's help because I think they're all relegated to the three planes that they've taken over.
That
You
also
owe me
makes it a
an
pain in the
eye.
ass for us to
If
deal
then-
with her.
You saw that link, right, Watts?
I see it too.
Yeah, it was public. I made it public.
Okay, cool.
I'm being
Holy
pissed.
shit. Okay, that's 5,000 to 50,000.
Yo, the cost. Don't worry about the cost. Yeah.
You don't count the
No,
cost.
that's our untrained what is it? The skill
Appraisal.
that's appraisal skill.
Yeah.
Because appraisal can, be any of these other skills here. Appraisal wasn't fucking useful. D&D.
Right.
Appraisal wasn't useful at all.
Yo, I understand the urge to not overcomplicate your rule systems, but I think when you find yourself removing the existing complexity, you should stop for a second and you should go, what am I losing alongside it before you make the choice to remove it? You know?
Where's my
Thank
trade
you.
skill?
I agree.
Where's my trade skill? I want a trade skill.
Right? Like there's a bunch of skills system bits that they've simplified out over the years. Like I remember back when it wasn't even AD&D yet, when there was just the advanced rule set, the blue box.
The blue box, yeah.
Yeah. I remember there were rules for smithing in that book. Like actual smithing, you know?
For sure, yeah.
Full plate, 180 days.
That case, up the stairs I go. Okay? Going forward,
right.
we're gonna go up around.
What are you going to name it?
I'm Lily, of course.
Really? Okay.
Very appropriate, Lily.
You know, I like
Hey,
to
man.
keep things simple.
I don't know. Because of everything below
Nice
it, I
add.
thought you'd maybe go with Tentacles, but I guess that could be its last name.
That's funny. I like tentacles.
That's cute. Tentacles, yeah.
Lily Tentacles. I like that.
Nice pad, Watts.
Thank you. I was happy to get it.
Poppy.
It cost you an attunement slot, though. Which,
worth
for
it.
those of you who don't remember, you learned 2 sessions back that you only have 3 of.
Right.
That means I have 2 left.
Is my rod of lordly might attuned to me?
You don't know because you've never actually consciously attuned it.
That's true, but it
did
did
what you
work when I
believe
tried.
A D&D character should do to attune it, however.
Yeah, okay. Oh, all right.
So wait, he slept with it beside him in bed naked? Isn't that how you attune?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, baby.
Like he literally did do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. He should be attuned to it.
And it has been working for him since. So
That's
Mhm.
right. I rubbed it in my very, very, very soft
Is that the
butter.
case with all magic items?
what's that?
Is that the case with all the magic items?
For attunement.
There are actually, to be fair, there are multiple ways to attune, but the whole point is that you have to spend the night focusing on the object.
Yeah. No, so I'm saying like the longsword of life drinking didn't need attunement, did it?
No, it did not.
Does that mean technically using the system I bypassed having to do a long rest to attune to Lily?
Yes. That is precisely what happened.
Oh,
What about the
that's
helmet?
not broken.
Did I have to attune to the helmet?
You don't know if you had to attune to the helmet or not because you slept in it. Well,
Same
trains in it,
helmet.
but same thing for you.
I mean, because I know of the existence of attunement slots and of the existence of the interface, can I check my attunement slots?
you-
open up your character sheet.
Right. Hold on just a second. You can open up your character sheet, but I don't
Yeah.
think they're on your character sheet.
I don't think they're on my character sheet either. I'm kind of winging this from what Watson has told me, you know, sort of similarly to how an IT guy tells me how to use my computer.
Right. No, I understand that. He has.
Yeehaw.
No, he has, as in possession.
Has enough of like ability that allows him to see the interface, whereas I don't.
Well, he has. No, I was checking to make sure that he doesn't, because if so, I'd been playing this wrong the whole time. Or rather, checking to see that he does, because if he does, then I've been playing this wrong the whole time. But no, he has a connection that he found out how to exploit while looking for a connection to his god.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd have
I'm a cleric. I've been trying to talk to my god.
Right.
Or
No,
he
You would
god.
have to figure out a similar trick. So, for example, you would probably have to like give away a trance session, skip a long rest, trying to hack the system through your trance or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perhaps I could figure out more about the body YOLO. Because, that should, have information on the character sheet, shouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not on the character sheet in the way that you're thinking of it, but yeah, I mean that is an aspect of your character. In fact, if you remember, your hero cheat power is alone together.
Yes, I do.
It is not advanced to the point where you could potentially use it to hack the system. But if you think about what it does at later levels, there might be a path to do something like that there.
Yeah, good point.
We were given a large loophole if we figure out how to use said loophole, because I'm thinking whoever is the dark one is abusing the system and is doing this loop multiple times.
Certainly gave the
Remember-
impression this was not their first go around. Yeah.
Which teach the goddess of second chances, not infinite loops.
Yeah, now third chances, not fourth chances.
Just second.
Yeah.
Which that also means now that I have my little Lily here, traveling's going to be different for me. It's not a Lily's
Maybe.
large.
We'll see.
Elahi.
Hey, Jory, what's your health?
Excuse me.
17 hit points of 32, so about half.
Fuck shit. God damn it. Hold on
shit.
a second
Yeah, I
here.
know.
Whoop-a-doop. Click this and I go actions. And let's do
I have good
live.
berries. Why do I feed them good berries?
Welcome to
How
Goodberry.
many
I
good
love
berries do you have?
I'm trying to see where I got that number at. Because I know I always cast them to max before I pass out.
Hmm.
I don't
No.
think you've given any away this long rest, have you? You did. You gave away a bunch last long rest, but I don't think you did this one.
Shit. There's one more question we need to ask the Lornlings.
Go for it.
Oh,
We need to ask them where fucking the coven symbol is. Their focus.
God damn it.
you could certainly ask them. However, they won't. They have no
Well,
idea
this is Chris.
what you're talking about.
They won't know what I'm talking. Okay.
My
gotcha.
next
Hold on a
reaction for that one, Verde, is going to be the castle. Because it's
No.
on the way to the castle.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Bertie, one thing I will say that they tell you is that they never see the sisters casting anything together.
Well, that's very strange. Are they covened?
Oh.
Are they actually covened?
They shrug and they say they hate each other, but they're sisters.
But you've never seen them use any higher order magic with their coven?
No.
just what you would expect from
They don't live
Magic.
together.
Well, absolutely, they don't have to in order to cast that way, do they?
They shrug.
Okay,
And
that
they-
actually would be table talk, something Omi would know because of his previous experience as a DM. B, though, what if what they gave was their coven to take care of the original lady of this realm?
Maybe one of the reasons why the lady of the realm can't deal with them is because they are separated. So, in giving away some of their power, they have also kind of covered their ass.
Exactly.
It's interesting
Like,
because you know that reciprocity is a rule in this realm. So if they gave up their power, she might have then been forced to give up hers, I think is what you're trying to say there, Watts?
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I was
Because-
coming around to.
Yeah, because the hag power is a significant power cycle.
Right. Not to confirm or deny your theory, but as an observation, I will point out that that could potentially explain why Kettlesteam lost her connection to the Vilna.
Yeah, I get you. Hey, how many good berries did you figure out?
You should have 6, right? Your full complement.
I'm looking at the good berry spells. Tells me
Drop my glasses.
okay.
All right. Sorry.
Goodberry is a level 1. I have 4 level 1 slots. I don't know how many I had the last time I did the long rest, but I'd have at least 20 berries if I only had 2 slots. If I had 3, it'd be 30. So
Well, they only last 24 hours.
right, and I would have done it last night before I went to sleep before we did the fight with the king.
Yeah.
I hate gaming the system like that, but free heal is free heal.
So like 20 to 30?
I'm gonna leave it at DM discretion.
I think you cast Cure Wounds in the fight, which means only one of these spell slots is your good berry. So I think you would have 10.
Okay.
Yo, I got a question, Snipe.
Yeah.
Like-
Unless you cast that Cure Wounds at level 2. Sorry, dude. I did not mean to talk over you. It just
No, it's okay.
random name.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
having a bit too less conversation. Using my researcher trait, could I know how to get the information specifically about what exactly went down between the lady and the coven? Because, even in the fairy realm where deals are made, somebody is tracking that shit down. Even if it's just a fairy who, voyeuristically listens to everybody's fucking deals and games.
Sure. Wait. So what are you asking?
So I have this
That's a lot.
trait. It's part of my character called researcher, right? And
Right.
when I attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if I do not know that information, often you know where from whom I can obtain it from.
Got it. Yep.
So if I don't automatically know the name of some lordly being of information or deals here, is there a method that I could think of where I could find that information? Like the kind of thing a chamberlain would, record?
Right. So
An annotation of the events?
yeah, it occurs to you that if Zybilna's court were still convened, she would absolutely have some sort of chronicler or scribe of some sort that would record that stuff for her. She would also have some sort of chamberlain or major domo or vizier. You don't know what structure she uses, but she would have somebody in that position who handled things like executing agreements and things like that. However, a thing that I will remind you of is that fairy pacts are not written contracts; they're contracts of the soul.
Exactly, which is why I would wonder if there's like a puppet-esque character who just knows because that's him.
Right. I was basically going to say, so you know that if that is the source of the power, of the coup here, then you would need some way to examine the souls of those involved.
I don't think we're high enough level for
ingrained
magic.
on them, Also, I think Phalian maybe would know, having played a wizard, that the weave of magic itself will sometimes bear the remnants of the magic that has occurred in that area. But you'd need a high ass level wizard to be able to interpret that kind of shit.
Absolutely. Okay. It was just a thought I had while we were all convening here for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
There are people you could ask. Like I was saying, she had a court, and so if you could find those people, they could tell you. But in terms of just detecting the magic, that's probably outside of your power level at the moment.
Would it be outside the power level of the system?
That's an interesting question. I don't know that you know enough about the system yet to make that determination. From what you've seen, though, it certainly seems to be pretty powerful, but you also know that it has limitations. It's not all powerful.
One last retcon before we go upstairs. Could I try to make some kind of investigation, perception, or even survivor roll to try to track or get shit? No, I did this last game. Where I wanted to see what happened to the pixie on the inside.
Right.
That's how I figured out that the glass was broken in from the inside.
Right. Yep.
Mm. Yeah. So I don't know if I could, make another check around the hallway to see if I could find any evidence of a pixie leaving. They're so small. Probably not.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
might have been bleeding though.
yeah, you don't find any evidence of blood or anything like that. I won't say that the room has been cleaned since they escaped, because that's obviously not true. But their escape seems to have been bloodless. You likewise don't find any telltale, streaks of glitter or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It was a good thing to think about. Hence the reason I thought about it last time.
Yeah. If you had to guess, they probably flew out the window, and the window has since been closed again.
Yeah. They also could have had access to the small door made for small people.
That's true.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
All right. Upstairs we go. Let's go find somebody's best. Maybe
am I moving y'all
it's
upstairs
not my
then?
door. It's their door.
I'm amenable to the auto follow.
Yeah.
I mean, actually,
Alright.
if it's here and it's a claim of war, it's not their gourd anymore, even though I traded it to them.
Sure. You mean if you were to find and reacquire it upstairs, it would be booty, not theft.
Yeah, exactly.
Booty.
So that does leave a question open for whether or not they ask for it back.
I mean, do you return tribute? That's a how do you fight your wars question, huh?
Tribute is a weird question. So booty.
I guess it's not exactly tribute.
Yeah. Tribute could be booty, right? Exactly the way you say, but it could also be the stolen item of somebody else that wound up in your possession because you got it as booty.
Right. Yeah. Like if I invaded France and I took over France and sorry, let's use Britain. It's a much easier example. If I took over England, right, and like Egypt was like, cool, can we have our mummies back, dude? They're not yours. They're not. I mean, come on, man. I would probably be like, yeah, you can have your fucking mummies back.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. Most of them were eaten by the French.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Facts.
sad, but true.
I was reading about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I have not interesting. I have conflicted feelings about repatriation of artifacts, depending on whether or not the place. Gosh, how can I put this?
I see
Without
what
being
you're gonna say.
insensitive.
Yeah, I see what you're gonna say. I understand the argument.
It's not
Well, I
just
mean,
going to
piece of
be
narrative.
resold by
Begging
the
over to the
son's president.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
son of
Yeah.
the president
Here
or
we
whatever.
are.
Yeah.
So yeah, a ball of light bobs above the rafters, casting shadows over this room in which the owner's messy habits are on full display.
Nice.
Moldering rugs share floor space with scraps, stacks of dirty dishes, and tipped over clay pots whose plants have long since died. The bed that occupies one corner of the room is a pile of straw in place of a mattress. In the opposite corner stands a squat chest of drawers with a watering can resting atop it. The only other furnishing of note is a stocky wooden chest with a sturdy iron padlock. It sits in another corner between two closed doors.
Nothing interesting on the shelf.
Well, there is that watering can. Are you gonna like open the cabinet?
Oh yeah.
I assume this whole room just kind of smells like evil. Like this whole house just kind of smells like evil.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's a chest of drawers. So you find, granny panties and the other sorts of things you'd expect to find in.
I'm going to detect magic as a
Have we
ritual,
learned
by
what
the way.
hag wears?
What was that?
I said I'm going to do detect magic as a ritual while we're hanging out.
Okay.
I'm gonna
No
roll
problem.
an appraisal on the watering can.
Sure.
Not on the lazy
You like
panties.
investigation, insight. One of those will work. It's rusty. But
Oh, nice.
you realize that it's rusty because it's full of water.
Huh.
Which is kind of fucked up because, as I mentioned in the description, there are like overturned plants and shit. Somebody could have watered them before they fucking died. Clearly.
Are they all dead?
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're fucking sticks, you know?
Is this the kind of rusty that if I pick this thing up, it's gonna like break?
No. It's like at the seams and shit. Like basically it's handmade and old and somebody left fucking like gallon of fucking water in it for who knows how long.
Is it
Shit. God damn it. Never mind.
Is it
I'm confused.
What was that? I'm sorry.
is it magic?
Not that you can tell. There's no, like electric buzz when you touch it. There's no runes on it. It doesn't make any weird sound effects. As far as you can tell, it's just a fucking watering can. Just, neglected.
Yeah.
Didn't neurocast
continuously to
oh,
flow
magic?
if I pour it onto the floor.
Could you pour it off
What
in the
was that?
plants? That way we don't have something to slip on.
I was gonna say the water doesn't continuously pour out of it. I pour it onto the floor and then onto the plants as Watson reprimands me.
No, it doesn't. Are you going to stand the plants back up or are you just going to like pour the water
Yeah,
on
sure.
the stick?
Stand them up, make them
Yeah.
look decent. That way.
Because there is some like dirt in them. So like it's got soil if like you're really going to try to water the plants. That's all.
Yeah, no,
Why
absolutely.
not?
No,
Didn't Neuro
you're
say he
doing
was
a really
casting-
good job.
Detect magic?
Yeah, that takes 10 minutes. So there's time.
Oh, all right. I was just saying because like he's like, is it magical? I'm like, well, we'll find out here in a sec.
Yeah. In about, let's call it 7 minutes,
Yeah, 7 minutes. Sure.
Yeah, no problem. The watering can is not magical. The water is not magical. It pours into the dirt. It pours into the plants, which turn out to be twig blights, who were not dead, but are very happy to be watered. They basically dance like Baby Groot under the pouring water. They don't actually do anything to you. When you finish pouring out the water, one of them digs into its own muddy dirt and produces an iron key.
No
Yes.
shit.
Well, thank you,
Thank you,
buddy.
bro.
Wow, that
And
plays
this is
just
why
like
you take
a
care of nature. Nature takes
that's like
care
just
of
like
you.
a D&D module room. Like that was straight out the book.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Would you
Okay.
like a coin to grow your roots around?
What was that?
I asked them if they each would like a coin to grow their roots around.
I mean, yeah, they're not super emotive, but they don't seem to hate that idea.
Yeah, I'll give them each a copper coin so that they
I don't
can,
know.
grow their roots around them.
Gotcha.
Copper, maybe that'll poison them.
Really?
It
I don't-
might.
Water and copper does interact interestingly. It is a great way to not have mosquitoes grow in your water, but it still will allow algae.
Right, but I don't know what it does to soil. Like if you put if you stuck a penny in a pot that you had like a basil growing in, is that good for the soil or bad? I'm not a good enough horticulturist to tell you.
Oh, I see.
don't know.
This is also
Yeah, I
a
get it.
twig blight.
But it's still it's a plant. It's a plant creature.
If it doesn't like it,
Probably
it'll
needs, like-
throw it back at you.
Probably needs nitrogen in the soil, right? Isn't that what plants use?
Possible. It
Copper?
depends. Like we could go into a whole soil
How
composition
many?
conversation.
Copper?
My DoorDasher, I think, just
How many
Copper.
copper pieces?
2 blocks away.
What the hell, man? That would be 3.
Okay.
No, he's driving in circles.
Oh, he's lost.
No, it's just there's no parking here. We're downtown.
Do.
What the
So if we
heck?
go over to here,
There it goes. Okay.
It's an enameled iron key.
it's an enameled key, and conveniently in this room, we have a treasure chest. I mean, that's what I've been playing with these boxes, right?
Enameled is cool because that means it doesn't rust where the enamel is.
Give me a second, though. I need to clear. I need to clear the space before we put all of our attention on this box right here. We need to clear the room, make sure that nobody's gonna jump us. I look intently at the door and I perceive it. Is there anything behind it?
Yeah, actually, you can see pale light streaming in from under the door. What do they call that? The bottom of the door where the draft comes through. Anyway, yeah. So you can see some WAN light coming through there. So you guess that's probably a door that opens to the outside.
Wait,
Okay.
wireless access network? What?
That's funny.
No, hold up. I was actually going to comment on the fact that I was sorry I was getting the food, but you couldn't remember the name for the jam or the sill or the threshold.
That would have worked.
Right.
Yeah.
Sill or threshold, right? I mean that piece, right? But you totally could remember the WAN light. Fucking poet. Fucking nerd.
Played a lot of
Yes,
D&D, man.
Also, just because he's not an architectural nerd doesn't mean he's not still a nerd. There's multiple flavors, just like ice cream.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Where the Venn diagrams of nerds in this group make this big circle in the middle that's just like nerd exclamation question mark.
I think
Good exclamation point, but yeah.
I think we might be good.
Okay. I crack it open.
All right. While they're doing that, I'm going to be kind of looking around for anything that appears to be magical on this side of the door.
Yeah, there is nothing on this side of the door that is magical, except perhaps the door itself.
That door might be magical. Be careful.
And when I say that it might be magical, what I actually mean it is indeed hella magical, and it's some kind of ward, but that's really all you can tell.
It's a warded door.
Nice. Don't open it.
That's most
What,
likely your main treasure trove.
Watts, as you bend down to the
The door to door.
the light that has been bobbing around in the rafters immediately zooms down to right above you, basically casting a point light above the chest. As you you took the key from Yolo? Who has the
Yes.
key? Who's doing the
I should have the
unlocking?
key.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'll give the key to Watson. I think he's a good key keeper. That frees my hand up though. Can I grasp the light?
Yeah. You can certainly try. Can you make an athletics check? Or acrobatics? Well, no. Or a sleight of hand, I mean. Either of those.
Sleight of hand or athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, balls. Here. Time for it to roll that.
Are you going to re-roll that? Is that what you were saying?
No, I said time for me to roll that.
Ah, got it. Got it. You have an ability that lets you do re-roll a skill check. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, but I could take psionic damage if I do that.
That's a fair cop. That is also true. Yeah, okay. So you reach for it and it dances and weaves out of your hand. In the way that you would imagine like an MMO would implement a will-o-wisp, you know?
Ah, okay.
You're pretty firelight.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything to either of you for what it's worth.
It's just it's the nightlight.
Right. As you insert the key and turn turn it to open the lock comes undone. The light immediately returns back to its position, and you can open the chest.
That's a pretty cool security system. You do a great job. Thank you.
So inside the chest are 3 items, carefully sort of placed side by side by side. You think perhaps as if somebody was preparing for something, like they were set aside for some specific purpose. Among them, an unpunched ticket to the Witchlight Carnival. Another is a 12-inch tall marionette. It's like like the type that an artist would use for posing and drawing figures.
Do they like the ones that we saw in the other room? That's smaller?
Is it?
No.
Isn't that a maquette?
Yeah, it's a maquette. That's exactly what it is. Thank you. I couldn't think of the right word. Yeah. They call it a marionette in the thing, but it's not. It's not a puppet.
A marionette hangs from strings.
Right. However, there is one thing that is odd about it compared to those, typically blank forms. It has a head, and that head has 2 sides, a front and a back. Well, a front and a front. One, the face is painted. They're still smooth, right? But it is painted with a motif of the moon on one side and the sun on the other.
Oh, spookier than many faces.
Ooh.
That's very cool.
The last thing are 3 scrolls tied together with what looks to you like maybe sinew or fishing line or like maybe a guitar string.
Okay.
I know how these things work, these little marionette guys. I can make them dance.
Well, no, it's not a marionette. It's a maquette. That's
This
why I
doesn't
mean
have
it's not
strings though.
Actually a marionette. Yeah, exactly.
It's a posing doll.
Oh, so it's not a little stringy dancy guy. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Right.
So from here,
They call it a marionette, but it doesn't have strings.
am I able to tell if
Just not enough
all of
strings to
these
hold it
things
down.
are magical?
Yeah, they're all magical. To varying degrees. The carnival ticket, the faintest. The 3 scrolls are very clearly like scrolls. Like you're gonna guess spell scrolls. And just eyeballing them with detect magic on, your guess is they're scrolls of identify.
Oh, nice.
Might be scrolls of identify.
That's really useful.
And then what about the maquette?
Yeah. I kind of like
Yeah. It's hard to tell what's going on with the maquette. You can't tell if the maquette itself is magical or if the painting on its face is magical, but you do detect a faint trace of elemental magic.
Elemental. Okay.
Interesting. It's rare to actually just detect that like that, because that's not a school.
Right.
It probably relates to the sun and moon motif,
Right.
Yeah.
Your guess is that it's not actually a spell, but rather that some sort of magical ingredients have been used in its preparation.
Or you know what? Or maybe, well, perhaps you put this on your altar when you're doing a spell or some shit. You use this as a focus and you turn the face depending on like what you're trying to get out of it, or how you're trying to use this to absorb or refocus your magic, right?
Pick it up and inspect it with Watson, since he wanted to get a good look at it too.
Yeah, as you look at the joints, the joints are dark. So the figure itself is like a light, sort of like ash wood would be your guess. Composition. The joints are a darker wood, maybe mahogany, but maybe even something more exotic. Like they're really dark, but they could just be stained. It's hard to tell. But if you look at the grain on those joints,
I was going to do that, Watts. I was just waiting.
They're like captured ball joints, right?
Yeah.
So like, as you move the joints and you look at the wood grain, it almost feels like the wood grain may actually be patterned in some way. Rather
to make
than
it
like a natural wood grain. But
like a neural.
But you can't make like heads or tails out of what that's supposed to mean or do.
May I roll religion against this?
Sure.
Cool. I'm just looking over their shoulders while they're moving it around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Nope. Eludes me too, Watts.
Hey, the good news is you didn't officially make that roll, so why don't you roll that again?
Oh, all right.
I'll throw it in the chat.
I tried, actually. That's where I let go. I released it in the chat. I don't know why it bounced. I was going to say, why is it not coded to like not do that?
Sometimes it'll misinterpret your throw or like add too much to it. It's a
nah. Still, yeah.
For what it's for what it's worth, your own mysticism tells you you're probably on the right track with that. You just don't know how.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why don't we just use one of these scrolls of identifier?
Yeah, I mean, fair. If you want it, let's blow it. I mean, I'm with it. Let's do it. Can't failing cast identify at long cast anyway?
I'm gonna be nice and tell you that that's not gonna give you any useful information.
All right. Well,
in that case,
this is a fine piece of craftsmanship.
Yeah. Cool doll.
We'll have to do some more to learn about it.
I was about to ask who is willing to keep a hold of this one, because
why don't you just sleep with it?
Idle.
Why don't you just sleep with it? Sleep with the doll.
Did any of you read the Moonsea books?
Moonsea?
Oh,
Pool of Radiance, all of those.
Oh shit! I played Pool of Radiance and I played Curse of the Azure.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this one for free because it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of cool. It's an Avatar's vessel.
Oh.
Right. So for whatever god, goddess, or divine entity that it represents, if you understood how to invoke them, it would possess that frame for a moment. Yeah.
Right.
Well, this is moon and sun. Could I figure that out with my
lore stuff?
With my researcher skill?
Well, your researcher skill tells you that you would need to find somebody who practiced the related religion to tell you what it was.
Okay.
Is there any
common to pin down,
Is there perhaps any sort of druidic interpretation of the materials and motifs?
Yeah, actually, I was about to say that to Verde, but I'll share it with you as well. Your guess based on how the thing is constructed, right down to the simulated wood grain on the parts that it couldn't put a natural wood grain into, tells you that this is probably an avatar of some sort of like sky god or goddess, something that is related to the effect of the sun and the moon on things like the growth of trees and things like that. And yeah, Yolo, that's very possible. It could, in fact, represent Lady Zybilna. See, she is the sun and the moon of Prismere, right?
That's kind of what I was thinking. So it would make sense for this to be trapped
query the
away.
system?
You can, but the system won't tell you anything useful. It will return back item unknown.
Can I?
Oh no! What I was querying is the connection between this doll and the entity that it is attuned to.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't tell you anything about the doll. Is my point. It will only return back item unknown.
Okay.
I.e., that item is completely outside the system.
And it's not even able to detect the link between the item and the person. Interesting. Okay.
Right.
Can I attempt to invoke Zybilna?
How would you go about that?
I mean,
We don't know Zybilna's true name, therefore we cannot properly invoke her.
yeah, good point. Good point there.
Yeah, that's definitely one way that would work. I mean, Verde, from fucking Space and Wolf that you can potentially invoke a god or a goddess if you understand the things that they're interested in. Make the proper offerings, But what do you guys really know about the Lady of Prismere?
I mean, if we could
Not
get
yet.
I have pieces to a puzzle here.
Do it.
If we made it back to the carnival, which one of us can do because there is a carnival ticket right there that I got punched, we can bring this potential idol of Zybilna to the one that was worried about her connection to Zybilna in the first place, and she would know
Kettlestein, yes.
to invoke Zybilna.
I would like to inspect the ticket.
It's unpunched.
It is identical to the tickets you have, except that it is unpunched.
There's nothing else different about it.
No.
And it's not any more or less magical, I'm sure we would know.
Correct. It is exactly the same amount of magic.
The same amount of magic, correct.
And it wouldn't take that much time, honestly. It would just be a pop and a John right on over to the carnival. You get a ticket punched, you try to invoke, see if it works or not. And then because we know the trick, we can just pop back in.
You're forgetting something. We don't know what the time differential is between this realm and the other realm.
What better time to test that time differential to see how bad things have gone?
Oh, bad.
I've already accepted that. No, that's just putting it off. That's irresponsible, and I won't allow it.
You're saying it's kicking the can down the road.
Yeah. I need a better reason why it wouldn't be an okay idea.
Okay, let's say over there it is a minute. We've been here for nearly a week. You're gone for 5 minutes. That means you are out for 5 weeks here.
Right.
That means we're up a proverbial creek.
No, that just means that you got to lay low for 5 weeks. Is that really so bad for a cook?
Yes.
But what is fucking time? Time's a flat fucking spiral, man. We all used to live in one world.
Okay, hold on.
That quote.
Just to play neutral party in this conversation, I will point
Mr.
out
Dungeon Master.
known facts. One, you do know there is a place in Hither called the Inn at the End of the Road that wanders around, but is basically a safe haven for those who are still loyal to Zybilna. You also know that in the southeastern corner is Telmy Hill, which has been a refuge for you in the past. It's been a roughage for you. Well, I mean, it is
a roughage.
So yeah.
It's time to gain some. It's a place where you can gain some regularity.
Right. Ease your passage, so to speak.
Indeed.
Yeah, Yeah, so those are the actually I was looking for a third and I realized there isn't one. Those are the two places that you know that you could lay low. Whether they would both last 5 weeks is an entirely different consideration. But
Right. My whole
It's just a potential on the time differential. It could be less. It could also be more than a week. We don't know. Remember, this is our training montage. This is where they compress down a lot of training to where we can possibly face the big bad.
Yo, if we're playing an anime, it doesn't matter what we do. We're always going to be the heroes.
It doesn't even have to be anime, right? I've seen this example used in like 40K, for instance, and
Sure.
and even in that case, the Chaos Marines made periodic trips back into material space before they went back into the weird warped time, spacey, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey thing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You're
be
not
fair.
wrong. I don't know the exact mechanics of what we're dealing with. It
Right.
might be
I
once
was
you go
gonna say
through
that
there,
too. Yep.
it could pull
I'm
all
just
of us out, and we miss out on the rest of our training montage.
We can't miss out on our training montage. I've heard of a main character. Not, but
We
also,
don't know.
since I got hit by a truck and turned out to be a rabbit guy, I'm pretty sure I don't give a fuck about timeline, man.
You know
I'm
what?
just here chilling with my friends. We're
I'm
doing
not
that.
We
caring
don't-
about the timeline.
We don't even know where the mirror downstairs is going to take us.
That's fair. That's fair. No, it's gonna be
No,
the
we
next
don't see
episode.
where it goes.
It might be the next season. Is it the next season? Is it the next? I don't know.
Dude, we know exactly where it goes.
No, we know
We stared at the fucking
approximately.
mirror for a goddamn
We
over
know
2 hours.
approximately
then?
where it goes. We don't know if it goes back to the place in the maze of mirrors or if it goes somewhere else. Because if it was connected to the maze of mirrors, we would have come out here, not the ass end of the other side of this place.
We also
Not
didn't go
necessarily.
through the door using the password.
Yeah, there are different doors.
I mean, yeah. I
Do we
suppose
know the
all of that's
password?
true.
A different door could require a different key. and
I'm
we
pretty
don't
sure if
know.
I go shrieking the name of the fucking hag as I jump through it's not going to do me any.
No, it won't. You actually know that. Well, I don't know that you know that that's true. To be fair, but you
I know.
that's not the name that you were told works.
Indeed, yeah. That's all I say. I'm being hyperbolic because I'm me. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, you could yell "Ixkabibble," and if that's not a code word, they ain't gonna do shit.
Exactly. Well, in fact, I follow up with I could yell fucking Ixkabibble, and that's that. And right, fucking what happens then? Right? Come on, guys. You know, because that's exactly where I'm at. But
Right. My deal is, as we understand the system, there was no other places there, and I doubt Weather and Light would want to have the door to one of the sisters in their office. It would make sense for them to have it in a place where her agents could come in and out and not be anyone more aware of it.
Sure,
It just
that's
Yeah.
logical.
It'd be the head
Reasonable.
Lornling in particular, so I don't know, her dressing room or whatever. Like, we have no idea what the setup is.
yeah, does she have a green room? Does she have like a
exactly
This is the room,
that's
you know.
why coming in and out of the mirrors, the mirrors hide everything.
I would have a like a prep room, a room you come into. All right, everyone ready? Oh, you change up your outfit. Come on, look, you look troll. You know, that kind of shit.
What do you remember about the mirrors?
In order to
Not
get
me.
through the mirror to get to the other side, we had to do the hither and thither. I believe it was the poem, but maybe also the dance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had to do a rip.
Yeah. Okay. So from that, the fact that you were just told by the Lornlings that there's a code word on this side, that those mirrors are connected. The mirrors in the carnival are connected to other places via words. So it may be that the code word you used to get here was not the one that gets you to this mirror.
Doesn't
And
any of us
Exactly what I said.
and that's why you didn't
Jesus.
come out into the cottage,
That's what I said.
Hold
Does
up.
anybody remember Bandersnatch? Was that your question?
Does anyone remember?
I wasn't going to ask it directly, but yes, that was the question.
That steals things at the carnival if people don't have tickets.
1 second.
That's in my notes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Only
She's the
steals.
one
Yeah.
that was at the
Only
door.
steals if there's no ticket. Exactly.
Holy shit, we have seen Bramble Snatch.
Yes, we have. No, I remember the name. No, I know we have.
Bandersnatch.
It's Bandersnatch. It's
Bramble
Bandersnatch.
Snatch.
That's why I was making frumious jokes, dude. Bandersnatch is a name for fucking. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to get to the door and be like, Bramble Snatch. And then I'm like, welcome to Sigil.
God. It's worse than that though. Bramble Snatch is also like that's like troll porn.
Oh, that's so not fair.
I mean,
Like-
sorry. It was right there. They call that low hanging fruit, you know.
Well, the
Stagging.
only thing I have to ask is how do you get front dingleberries? Anyway,
We need to get back to the.
all
we need to
right.
get back.
So that door has a ward on it. I would suggest that we have a mage hand do it while we're all maybe
Yeah,
downstairs behind some cover.
Yeah, I'm not gonna open that door.
All right,
don't know.
Watts, you can mage hand, right? It helps you cook.
Yep.
It's gonna help us open this door. Let's all. You don't have to send us down. If the place isn't going to explode, but however you want to play it.
Oh, I was gonna take the maquette, but okay.
Oh yeah, no, we should take all that stuff for sure. You can take the maquette for now.
Watts was the one who was rummaging through the crate. That's why I gave it to him.
Oh, okay.
That is correct. I was the one rummaging.
I can move it if you'd like. Like, that's up to you guys.
No, it's all fair. He was the one doing that. Is this door also warded, by the way, Alien? Here to the south?
Yeah, did
No.
that one? No, that one seems to be fine.
Let's get some fresh air in here.
Yep, it is just a little, little parapet.
Are you gonna make an announcement to the opposite direction of where the people are?
Laugh maniacally. Also, can I see anything? Any landmarks?
No, you can't even see like more than 10 feet past the railing because like you're literally in the middle of the fog.
Foggy. Wish I could clear this up.
That would probably require terraforming.
Yeah, of some.
I'd say a druid grove controlling the weather could do it too.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
Or maybe
Door
just
open?
fix all those wells that are spewing crap water out. Would probably do it.
Oh shit!
I'm sure that would help too.
Don't say things. What is this crystal? Is it just a?
That's
crystal
weird.
ball?
I can't actually see what's over here. There, now I can. Now I can.
That was weird.
That's weird.
What are you talking about, Verde?
I have a crystal ball.
A crystal
yeah,
ball.
It's a crystal ball. Crystal ball.
Yeah, it's just a ball.
Hello, I have a ball of crystal. I am a crystal ball.
No, it
Indeed.
seems like magic items are okay. Never mind.
And that's it's just a kettle and a normal dresser over here.
It's
That's a watering can. Yep, it's empty
Oh, yeah.
now.
It's empty now.
About a gallon of water.
That's right. Was there anything in the dresser?
Just some granny panties and some dresses.
Question, Yellow?
Are those granny panties fucking the hags? I that's where I was gonna roll. What was it?
This is her bedroom, so they have to be hers, whether
Are you
it's her or
sure?
otherwise.
The dresses
Right,
are clearly not made for a hag, but also clearly modified to fit a hag. So yes, you can ascertain that these are the hag's under things.
Okay, I rolled. I don't know if it was perception or I rolled one of those things earlier, and I got like a 2. So I was like, nope, never mind. But that was my whole question: is this really her panties? Like the hag wears panties? Interesting.
Probably so. Yep. You imagine it's probably an affectation. But
Well, right, but is a hag born a woman or is a hag forever?
that's an interesting question. I know of various ways that hags are born.
It's explicit in their race like a nymph.
Is it really?
Yeah, but they're all
This is
born
rocking-
hags.
This is what's rocking
Female.
Jory,
Yeah.
Jory, aka me's mind. Is that soon, like literally, like what I don't know, 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, whenever it was that fucking Verde opened up the thing and there were panties in there, I was like, holy shit, the hag cares about that shit? Like the hag has panties? What? What does this say about hags?
Well, this hag wants to look good or be
Or at least
I don't really know. Yeah.
I don't know, right? You know? Underwear is an interesting thing. Underwear is like, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Opening drawer. Could we perhaps
Hey.
open doors?
Maybe it's like only the best wear panties.
Shit, does that mean I should be wearing some panties? Fuck.
Well, they
That's a
weren't.
good question. I
They
don't
didn't
know.
appear to be magical, so
Best, am I not? Just saying.
they
Are
didn't
the best panties magical?
appear to be magical.
IRL, I have socks
No.
that say on them in words. I don't wear underwear, and you know that's true. But I do wear socks.
Yeah, which makes it a lie because a sock is a form of undergarment.
Yep.
I mean, is that a lie or is it like a signpost?
Socks are a form of undergarment, and your undergarment says that you don't
All
wear
right.
undergarment.
Hey, so we don't want to get into a big philosophical one on that one. I figure we're probably gonna get out of range and have the mage hand open that door then.
The door's locked.
Door's locked. Does the key work?
Just wrapping my knuckle on it a little bit. Does it sound like a pretty thick door, kind of thin?
It sounds like a pretty thick door. But more importantly, how to describe this? As you knock on the door, there is almost no sound. Of the sort like if you knocked on a stone wall in a room that was not, super bright and reverby, you could almost not hear it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That said, it is a wooden door with a knob and an integral door lock. Like, as far as you can tell, it's not its thickness that caused the lack of transmission.
Interesting.
Hmm.
YOLO? Can you go berserker on it and like just go raw face it?
Yeah, if we could smash the
The door might be an illusion. Like if it just like sounds like you're thumping on a concrete wall or
yeah, no.
like the door might not
I'm
even
saying
be real.
the handle on the door. Smash that off.
I have a key.
Well, let's try the key first. I'd
You have a
suggested
key for that door?
It does not fit.
Looks like it was just the key to the chest.
Yeah.
How about the wall next to the door? What does that sound like?
What was that? The wall next to the door? Sounds
Yeah.
like a wall.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe we just do the old bust through the wall next to the door trick.
I call that the oh yeah.
I check under the rug to see if there's a key under the rug.
Roll me 1d20.
I appreciate you.
No, you do not find a key under the rug. You do, however, find several dead beetles.
I didn't press the button when I said it, but I was like, that's a no.
That's fun.
Hey, try lifting it up. Maybe it's one of those kind of doors.
Who here has an 18 strength? Come on, got your double lot lift gates. Come on.
You don't need 18 strength to lift a door that's on rails.
Yeah, you do. It's literally called lift gates then bars.
It has
Yeah,
to be
that's a different thing, though. Yeah, this door has hinges and knob and knob.
How are the hinges on our side?
Yes.
Anybody got a pry bar? What do the hinges look like they're made out of?
I have a mall, man.
If you had to guess bronze,
Yeah. I can blow that thing right off. Really, that's how we're doing.
You know, I
Stop. Hammer time. We go straight to the door.
yeah,
For the hinges.
It's not a hammer. I have a maul, a literal maul, which means one side is a point.
Yep. Enjoy. Do this.
I should just blow the.
It sounds like you need to ask it a question.
you got to
sir.
pry the hinges off.
You want me to blow the blow?
Yep.
We call this blow. There's no prying involved.
Fair enough. You want to roll an attack then? Oh, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh, cool. I don't have Sirenscape running, but sure, knock yourself out.
And like, look, if it has 3 hinges, that didn't open the door. But if it has 2, it totally did.
Yep. All right. Now I just got to figure out how to make this door open. Why won't you open? I'm the DM. Damn it.
I
Won't let me
can actually
unlock
see
the
this
fucking door.
conversation.
You know why? Because it rolls like 20.
Right? Unlock token. Open, goddammit. Open, damn you. Open.
You do not have the item required.
All right, now I'm missing the hotkey is what's going on. All right.
Well, I'm so glad I put myself in push to talk, but I'm sitting over here going, "Wow, I'm the DM, damn it!"
Yeah. It's my sandbox. Open the door.
Right? Bloopers.
Yeah.
There we go. Shift click to unlock a door.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you blow the door down. Like you blow the hinges right off the door. It kind of does this little wiggle in place as it comes out of the latch on the other side, and then falls to the ground in a cloud of dust.
Now, from here, can I tell? I guess I would come back around. Can I tell if it's the door or the doorway itself that has the word on it?
Oh, it's very clearly the door because the door itself is completely undamaged. And it thumps to the ground as if it's super heavy, despite being about 1.5 inches thick.
Wow. So this door is enchanted to be incredibly heavy, but as science will prove, your weak bronze hinges won't do too much for you. So, bless their poor craftsmanship for giving us a much simpler avenue than trying to pick a lock or something.
Yep. It's like one of those, it's like when a PC builder goes, for the very first time, if they've never built a system before, and they just buy the most expensive parts because they're the quote best.
Oh no. Yes.
I
Yes.
resemble that remark. I mean,
Not realizing, they got them from the Amazon Marketplace, so they're bronze hinges on a big fucking expensive door. Yeah. All right. So this musty room looks like a miser's attic.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that the door has RGBs on it?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, this musty room looks like a miser's attic. Lying in tall heaps and are discarded blankets, quilts, cushions, and clothing of all shapes and sizes, not to mention musical instruments, toys, dolls, jewelry boxes, flower vases, child-sized caskets, and broken furniture. Among the heaps of junk are a few oddities, including a stag's skull hanging on one wall, a white porcelain jar with chicken legs standing on the table, a fancy helmet painted on or placed on the faceless head of a wooden mannequin, and a 5-foot-long bronze statue of a giant frog squatting in the corner, its mouth agape and filled with impenetrable darkness. A weak croaking sound calls your attention
Oh
to
no!
a shriveled figure lying on the floor. It left one
Oh no!
final gasp before dying.
No!
Shit! What? It's that? Oh no! No! Triple no! There's 3 no's all at once there. DM, three no's. The first no was frog. The second no is dying child.
Your escape. It's not a
It's
child.
not a child.
It's a pixie.
It's a pixie. Exactly.
I pick up her
Pixie, child, same
body.
thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, man,
Yeah.
you're just gonna walk right in front of that frog there, Yellow?
Turns out that she didn't escape it.
Sick.
What?
You're standing in front of the frog.
Not you, the DM.
Yeah, I said, turns out she didn't escape at all.
She got turned into food to the frog?
No,
Yeah.
she made it this far and no further, and the door got
Correct.
closed behind her. Yeah,
Oh, and she died of starvation.
right.
Oh.
Frog
Will be
didn't eat her.
avenged.
Well, put her in the box.
Right,
See
wasn't
if
bad, though.
Sabina can revive her or something. I don't know.
Put her in
No,
the box.
pretty sure not gonna get
All right.
revived. Pretty sure gonna get mounted. But also, what's up with the frog? Is that a live frog?
I care not.
No, it's bronze.
Oh, it's bronze.
I'm more interested in that stag skull.
What? Not the casket?
There's a bunch of shit in here, that's for sure. Yeah.
So, is it just magical
well-
stuff overload in here then?
Yeah, I mean there is a bunch of magic in here. But most of it is like
There's an actual
word I'm looking
casket,
for?
though.
like yeah, there is an actual casket. Most of the magic is pretty harmless, like there's a ring that's been enchanted not to tarnish, that kind of bullshit. The big ones though are the frog and the mannequin.
Okay, well, the ring sounds like a nice one to just have for whatever reason. Maybe you get to barter for something.
Wait.
There's some crates over here. Are those able to be opened?
Yeah, most of them actually are opened, or the corners are rotted out, or so. Just to give you an understanding of what you're looking at, all of this stuff was probably awesome at one point and has just been hoarded and neglected and left to rot since it's been placed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So, while there are things that at one point would have been treasures here, at this point they're just trash.
Can I roll religion on the bronze frog?
Yeah. It's not like a bronze bull. It doesn't seem like it's an icon or an idol, but the fact that the darkness in its maw is very clearly like, oh, somebody textured that 000 and not, oh, look, that's hollow on the inside, is a little disturbing.
Why does it have Stuart Semple's Black 4.0 painted in its mouth?
Right, exactly.
Well, I mean, it's a
I'm not
frog.
gonna die.
Maybe
You can use it.
things. Maybe it's like a trash can and it never ends.
Right? God, you want to test that? Just throw something in its mouth.
I mean, sure. I'm actually really more interested in this skull. Is it just a giant stag skull?
Hey, did we go through that?
Unlike most of the fucking taxidermy, though, this is like really nice, and other than being dusty, doesn't actually look that bad for its neglect. It's just a stag's skull.
It's a mundane
So,
stag skull. I
Yeah.
guess as I'm kind of looking through, or maybe even overturning these crates or whatever, potentially, I'm just trying to sort anything that's actually magical out from them and put it on the counter.
Yeah. Again, you've got that ring that won't tarnish. It's worth about a silver plus whatever the magic is on it. Which if you find the right wizard, maybe you can hack? Question mark.
Okay. Sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead. No, I got
the
it.
other
I want
one.
you to finish.
Okay, go for it. I was going to say the other one is absolutely the frog. That's the magicalest fucking thing here. And there's a couple of different spells being cast on it. One of them is some sort of illusion spell. You're going to guess that's the darkness that hides whatever is in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other is what is this? What is the spell school that like Dimension Door is in?
That's
some sort of spatial magic.
Question.
Abjuration.
That might be abjuration.
Abjuration makes things go away. So yeah, teleportation magic wouldn't be abjuration, oh boy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dimension Door itself is conjuration.
Okay. So it's conjuration, not abjuration. Yeah, banishment is abjuration though. So I see where you were going with that, Britta.
Okay. So what I'd like to do is I got an item box here. I see a frog with. It looks cool. I cast Mend on it. What does it do?
It gets a little more polished, but that's about it.
Okay. If I take the ornate wooden chest that I have in my bag out, could I put the frog in?
Oh, what's the weight limit on your box?
I don't know.
Hold on. It is actually written here somewhere. Bag of holding.
It's just carry weight, isn't it?
Item box of holding. No, it's not.
The box itself has X weight, but reduces everything else to 0, I thought, or some fraction thereof.
Yeah, it has 50 as its weight. Interestingly enough, its limit is not properly set. But it does have a limit. You just don't know what it is yet.
Okay. I know I have one really large box.
Yeah, you can try this for sure.
Okay. I plop out the really pretty ornate wooden chest.
Okay.
Because I emptied it out before and there should be nothing inside of it, right?
Right.
Okay. Hand on the box. Hand on the frog. Yoink. What's rolls?
Okay. Yeah. So you activate your item box with the intention of storing the frog. There is a moment where it almost seems like things hitch for a second, and then the frog disappears, and you can place an 800-pound bronze frog into your inventory.
There's that fucking hitch again. Stupid fucking laggy server.
Could be useful.
Okay. Frog,
all right, now Watts. Now you need to put it down on the ground and then crouch and then put it in your backpack and then put it down on the ground and then exit the zone and then put it in your backpack again.
And he said it's bronze frog and it's how many pounds?
800. Sorry, 750. My bad.
750. Oh. Why are you not? Well,
What's up with the mannequin? Low-key. Also, I think I'm gonna saw the antlers off of this awesome piece of taxidermy.
Whoa, that was weird.
Well, just put it in your box for now, and you can do whatever when we're done here.
I guess. I mean, I could just break the antlers off now and then put them on where they need to be.
Oh, well, you said saw them off. That sounds like a technique of precision, not just break them off.
Yeah, fair enough.
You also have an item box. Just put your hand on the skull, put it in the box, and work on it later when you have chance. Maintain the quality. That way you can show off your craftsmanship, like the true craftsman that you are.
Forgot that I could Bethesda this.
That's fun.
All right.
You literally just saw me shove 750 pounds worth of bronze in a box. Really?
Yeah. And I remember I shoved a chair in my box before I traded it.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, I figured I had to get rid of. There was a capacity of some sort, and I remember the chest being about the same size as the frog.
Yeah, that's fair. They are roughly the same like volume.
I'm thinking our inventory is kind of like Diablo.
Denser though.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you have an indicator on your, like, bring up your inventory screen and look. Don't you have an indicator?
No.
Mm-mm. We
That's what I
tried
was
finding that.
checking. Yeah.
Bitch. All right, well, cool. I mean, fire the UI guy, but, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I watched.
You do know that there is a limit. Yeah, like you've done the ad hoc testing. You do know there is a limit. You just don't know exactly what it is.
No, I know.
I can explain it to you.
The UI guy.
Have you ever played Paths of Exiles or Diablo?
Diablo? Huh.
How does the inventory work in there? There's cubes.
Funny.
As long as it fits inside of the cube.
Yeah, and the shape. Yeah. It's funny. My spirit from ages ago goes, Diablo. Diablo.
No inventory.
Wasn't
Yeah.
wasn't that called out in the special thanks for a Diablo game? I think I was. Maybe it was Diablo 2?
Nope.
No. It was Diablo 1. You should sit a while and listen while I tell you again.
Listen, yep. Exactly. Again and again and again.
And again. And again, yeah, I was in the special thanks for Diablo 1.
Indeed. I
Fantastic.
am also in the credits for Diablo.
Well, you should be. You were a producer on that game.
I was not a producer on Diablo 1. I was a producer
No?
on the Warcraft 2 expansion pack.
Oh, shit. Were you a QA guy on Diablo 1?
I was a QA guy. I was the guy responsible for the parallel port networking testing and BattleNet.
Sick.
So,
Or
to be fair,
unfortunately,
Diablo didn't ship with BattleNet. That got added to it. That was with the Hellfire expansion. I can't remember when it got added, but while we were shipping Diablo, I was already working on BattleNet because we were getting it ready for StarCraft.
Back from the Elden days.
Yep.
Let us continue.
Indeed. Yeah. So,
Back skull.
yeah. Here, let me throw that in your inventory for you.
Oh, I just added it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I got a real deal, so you can delete that one.
Bam! Confirm deletion.
I mean, or not. It's not really any different, I'm sure. But at least this one came straight from the module.
Hoo-ha. Gonna turn that into a nice piece of
You were asking about the mannequin too, right?
Yeah. I'll claim the stag skull and then walk up to this magical mannequin, being sure not to touch it since Phelan said it was magical.
The skull is-
it is absolutely magical. The helmet it is wearing is also magical. It is wearing a big ol' helmet.
Already got a magical helmet, guys. I don't think the magic will work if I put this helmet on over this helmet.
Well, let's figure out what sort of magical helmet that is before we start putting it on people's heads, you know?
I wonder, will the magic of this magical helmet work if I put it on the head of my fiendish skull codpiece? The head of my head?
The head of your head. I mean, you would have to take the helmet off and try that, I guess.
I was interested in seeing if it would produce some ear holes if Jory tried to put it on.
Oh, interesting. I mean, that guy is a paladin who does not have a paladin helmet yet, so perhaps.
No, he's more got like a monkey thing going on. No, there's no E in there. There's no E in there.
Right.
No, monks also
Monk-esque. Yeah.
Okay, if we
Monk.
Wait, did you just say I should put this headphone on?
No.
Headphone,
Okay.
helmet.
If you don't mind taking
Yeah,
10
yeah,
minutes,
put your
I
helmet on.
can do at the identify spell. It's a ritual.
Okay, well, hold on. What's going on?
Oh,
I wanted to
uh,
find out what the hand does.
For Jory? What?
Oh.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Okay. I heard someone say, "Well, why don't we have Jory put this on?" And I was like, "Whoa, wait, what is this? Should I put this helmet on?" And I said headphones because I had taken my headphones, like I was adjusting my headphones.
I see. You meant
Right.
to say helmet.
Right. But I
Yeah.
meant to say helmet.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Well,
It was like, we should have Jory put this helmet on. I'm like, whoa, why am I putting this helmet on? What's going on?
Well, I wanted to see if it actually grew ear holes for you, but I suppose if it's actually helpful, it might be useful for you to have on. We should.
I want you to have a better paladin.
I would like to cast the identify spell on the helmet before we put it on someone's head.
I'm 100% with Watts that you should
you're-
before I put it on my head.
Hold up! Clear the channel. Thank you. Hold up. You're going to use the scroll of identify, or are you going to cast identify?
I have I will cast it as a ritual.
Okay, because you guys do have the 3 scrolls. That's why I was asking.
Yes, I have.
That'll take you 10 minutes. Are you all gonna bring him the helmet? Are you going over to the helmet? What's going on? Like, describe the scene.
Can he reach the helmet?
If you bring it to me and you go, "Hey, dude, put this on," I'll be like, whoa, what is it?
Well, no, he's got a virus in it first.
I'm going to walk over and I'm going to identify it while it's on top of the head of the mannequin, just in case it's trapped.
You're going to be sitting there for 10 minutes, but that's totally fine. Nothing seems to happen to you as you try.
Yeah, there's a chair right next to me, right? No, it's a box.
That said, I just realized my office's Mountain Dew fridge is out, so I'm going to AFK for like 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
My dedicated Mountain Dew fucking fridge is out.
I approve of this.
Love you, Stripe. During the COVID, like real height of the stay in the side if you can't, otherwise, whatever. I was literally the Mountain Dew purveyor. So I would go out into the world and find the Mountain Dew to bring it back to the hab that we all stayed in so that Snipe wasn't exposed to the outside world. Fucking true story. There was at least one occasion where I went to like multiple places because the Mountain Dew was like completely sold out for no good reason. I was like, why? What?
It's because y'all bought it.
Well, no, so I would go to other places. Like, I was driving around the fucking awful Bellevue / etc. whatever area.
The awful Bellevue area. So we still didn't check out that casket, did we?
No, you guys have not yet checked out the casket.
Okay. Does it appear magical on the surface?
It does not.
Okay, well, this casket might just be a mundane box.
Well, I mean, it looks like it was very nice at one point. It probably
Well,
belonged to a child who was beloved of their parents when they passed.
when I say mundane, I mean not magical.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep. Okay, if nobody disturbs you, Watts, your identification ritual passes without interruption. And you immediately learn 2 things. One, it is a helm of telepathy. 2, it is being worn currently by an animated armor mannequin.
I express this to the team.
Huh.
Most likely it is trapped. You take the helm off of it, it attacks. Much like the one that was downstairs.
Unless
Oh.
it has a power word or a command word to make it do something.
That's possible, but I don't know what the possible words are. I mean, it could be like Bandersnatch or Dark Willow or some other.
Steady there for an hour. Bandersnatch. Hoogled wing.
Yes,
Okay,
I told you I was Fromius.
hear me out on this one then, guys. Why don't we get some of these big things of blanket here, wrap it up real good with blanket, and then take the helmet off so when it animates, it's just bound up in a massive blanket.
I mean, it could be Spittle Spew.
Why don't we just put most of it inside of the frog?
Well, the frog's in the item box right now.
I know.
By the way, yelling out random words hasn't seemed to do anything for what's.
Can I roll for like a list of the 10 most common power words used to
Sex, God, password 1 2 3 4 5.
exactly? Can I do
Right.
that?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But it doesn't work.
Admin.
Root, super user, sudo.
Indeed.
As they start doing all of this nonsense, I'm just going to go back down the stairs. You guys have fun with that.
So before you go, actually, could you open this casket here with your mage hand? Because just because the outside's magical doesn't mean there might not be a trap in it.
Your
As I move over here,
magey hand, wiggle woggle woo. The casket be open.
Yeah, the casket is empty. The inside is all ripped, torn, and rotted out. Like I say, ripped and torn, but I don't mean by with any violence. Just neglected for so long that the seams literally deteriorated and it's fallen apart. So it appears it might have never been used, or if it was used, whatever was in it has been removed long ago.
I'm with telepathy. It's nice. I don't need a helm for it, but it was useful.
Jory should have a helmet telepathy. Jory needs a helmet.
What now?
Jory, you want to be able to communicate? Tell me what kind of helmet. Is this like a full face helmet? Is this more like a helm with like the face and stuff open?
Wait,
Well, here, let me show you.
Oh yeah.
right. What are you asking me?
We want you to get this helmet.
It's super stylish. I think everyone will be wearing one.
It's super misspelled. It's the helm of telepathy, which I think might be dangerous.
Telepathy? Yeah, just stop telepathing around.
I mean, I don't know. Is telepathy like? Is it like
It's funny that there's a typo in the image, 'cause
trophy? Like,
the item is actually named appropriately, so it's very clear it is a typo and not some sort of whimsy,
right.
Yeah, it has two mechanisms. It can detect thoughts as a spell. And it can where is it? You can use an action to cast the suggestion spell from the helm on a creature that you have detected thoughts on.
That all sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a great way to convince people to not do stupid things.
What does it have to do with my armor class if I put it on?
Nothing. It's a helm.
Goddamn. Well,
5e has simplified the rules for armor down to the point where the only things that give you armor are armor and shields.
And how the
I mean,
armor
I mean,
appears
like,
on you is up to
I
your
mean physical items.
Yeah, how the armor appears on you is up to your
it's a
choice
stat
too.
stick.
Yeah.
All right, give me the stat stick.
Well,
Does
this
it
is not a
like-
stat stick. This has ability.
Does it go directly in my inventory? How do I equip it? What happens?
Yeah, well, you would have to take it off of the mannequin you now know as an animated armor and put it on your head.
Where is that?
That's in the
That's
north
the
end of the
mannequin at
room.
the top of the room.
That's why I'm saying we should wrap it up with blankets, so that way when we take the helmet off, it's, we can just close the door and walk away.
It's over there.
Oh, it's this guy right here. It looks like a
That's the
mannequin
north.
right here.
Yeah, it's the north side by the frog.
Got it. Well, I'll go up there and take the helmet off. Just pull it right off. Just meow.
Wait, it's not.
You will?
That's a trap.
Okay.
We've told you it's a trap.
Okay. So we're not going to do this. You just have all pointed at it and said, we should have that helmet, but I'm pretty sure taking it off of that thing means a fight.
Yeah, and I've said at least twice now, wrap it up in blankets, so when it gets animated, we just close the door and walk away, and it's bound up in blankets.
Likewise,
Let's do that then.
Likewise, with your blankets, I'm going to take the 2 rugs that are in here and add
But how are you going to disturb the helmet with the blankets without
Well,
I think you're fucked. I think we're going to fight this.
No, you wrap the.
They're saying that you burrito it, right? So that just its head is poking out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right, and then you pull the head off.
No, you pull the helmet off.
Yeah, but that leaves the head.
That's fine.
It's an animated armor. It doesn't have mouth parts or anything.
Sure enough, but you're just wrap it in mundane blankets.
Box too, actually. Now that you're,
I don't expect that mundane blankets are going to do a good job of keeping it from animating if it's a ghost.
Oh no, it's going to animate. It's just going to be bound up.
Yeah.
Right. It'll be grappled and have a speed of 0 and need to make a strength check to break that grapple on its first turn.
Yeah.
Is that true with the fact that it's
that's rules as written? If you are to try this and it succeeds, if you get the blanket around it before it activates or whatever, then it would start down grappled, right? Restrained, I'm sorry, is the actual condition. But yeah.
All right, dig it. Throw the blankets on it and let's go.
Also the rugs.
I think this is going to be a fight, but right on. I think ghosts don't give a shit about physical blankets, but let's do it.
It's not a ghost. It's an animated armor.
All right, fair enough.
You guys know exactly what it is. It has been identified literally with the identify spell.
Right. Okay. So yes. All right. Bind it up. Good. Put some belts on that. Tighten it up.
I don't know if I have an extra belt.
Can you also be? There are actually tons of coiled belts and shit
What's this
around.
thing over here?
Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. For what it's worth, can you describe the way that you go about doing this for me, please?
Well, I wasn't sure if is this the kind that animates on touch, or is it the kind that animates when you try to take the thing off?
It has not animated yet, and you have not learned enough about it to know.
Okay. Well, then, without trying to move it, maybe we should use
Throw
the
a blanket over its shoulders.
Yeah, use the mage hand to hold the corner of it up and behind it, and then kind of go and wrap it around real good. And
if you're mage handing, you could probably just poke it, right?
Well, no, you want to wrap it and pull it tight and see if that does anything. And if it does nothing, great, belt it.
Got it. Okay, we can do that.
Belt it, then wrap it again, and then belt it.
Right.
I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If one shroud doesn't turn it on, then you can shroud it and belt it. And if that doesn't turn it on, just do that over and over again until you can just lift the head.
Aha, joke's on you. It actually is a ghost, and it's Houdini's ghost. Turns later.
yes.
No, but yeah, we can definitely try this. It'll be a sleight of hand roll for the first blanket, and then if that succeeds, we'll move forward from there.
All right. Cool.
Ooh,
That
nicely
was very
done.
well done.
Nice. Yeah, my sleight of hand sucks, so well done. You.
Yeah, so the blanket seems to go on with no problem. You don't jostle it too much or anything. But in what little pressure gets put on it and movements you all make, it doesn't seem to react. So if you are correct about the potential activation conditions, touching does not seem to be one of them. Removing the helmet? Question mark.
Cool.
Give me the belt. Give me the belt.
Belt it up.
One of these boxes back here, you said these were mostly open and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set one up just for once we're done wrapping it up in belts and rugs and all the other shit that we can wrap it up in. And I'm gonna try to put it in a box too.
All right. Can you roll 1d4 for me really quick?
I rolled a 2.
Perfect. No, that's perfect. In the box that you open, you find a couple of belts. What looks like it might have one point been a wedding dress, but is now really just fucking ratty silk.
Use that to wrap around the thing. Do I have any bits?
You also find a veil that obviously went with the dress, and what
Just
looks
don't
like
remember.
the rotted, feathered remains of a down pillow.
That's sad. I'd be very sad. That would have been a comfortable pillow. But I mean, it's silk, right? Wet silk and bars.
Right.
Wrap that guy up in the in the silk.
Sure. It's got like a 5-foot train, so it's like super useful for this purpose.
Fuck yeah! There you go. All right. So, do we successfully wrap him up?
As long as you are careful to not remove the helmet, it does seem as if you have succeeded.
All right. I'm gonna open the other box next to it.
All right. Roll me 1d4.
Oh, 3.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So in here you find hard goods. What looks like it was probably your guess would be porcelain, but it's all been shattered to the point where it's basically little chips of stone and like sand. If you shift around in them, though, you do find a bronze circlet.
8. I'll pull this thing out. Yo, do you still have that magical detection going about? Or has it been too long?
No, it's only one thing.
It's been a little
It
bit.
hasn't been long.
Oh,
Watts also got identify going, if you recall.
While he got identify going, I probably would have refreshed my detect magic because we'd have just been sitting there anyway. So then,
that was my thought. Yeah, exactly.
So, is there anything magic on this one?
No.
Nope. Mundane. Looks nice.
Nice circular. Okay.
Yeah, might have belonged to some primitive monarch.
Right. I'm gonna try to put the mannequin inside of the box with all of the sand and shit in it.
Okay. Are you going to put it in base first?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You managed to do so just fine. Yeah.
All right. Now, Jory, I want you to go and try to slip the helmet off of this guy. I then, while I'm telling Jory to do this, I take the other box and I lift it above the mannequin's head. Right? You guys see what I'm going to do here?
Yes.
He's going to take the helmet off of him, and then we're going to
Some
put it over him.
next level Scooby Doo stuff here.
Got you.
Morrowind shit.
Yeah.
Some Morrowind shit.
Yes.
You're fucking bucket-heading this thing, aren't you?
Right. Yeah. It's not Morrowind or Skyrim. It's the one in between that we both deliberately forgot because it was crap.
Oblivion.
There's nothing between Morrowind and Skyrim.
Right, exactly. Right.
That didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
I actually like Oblivion. I'm kidding.
I said horse armor, and I was like,
I did not like it when it launched, but I have since played it again. It is way better than I gave it credit for. So
that's totally fair. Nonetheless, it was the beginning of the everything is going to do exactly what you are.
Yeah.
All right, motherfuckers. Am I pulling like? I hope I'm not pulling.
So you're pulling the helmet, and then you're slamming the crate on top. That's the plan.
That's the plan. What's the skill I should be rolling? Acrobatics, sleight of hand.
I don't think you need to do that to lift a helmet off a mannequin. I think you're fine.
Wait. We have a rope. We could literally like pull the helmet off of the guy, then bucket hit him, and then get the hell out of here.
You don't have like a pulley system. Like,
No, it's like Dungeon Master is saying, I can pull the helmet, no problem. The roll is going to be on how you put the bucket on his head.
yeah, that is basically where I was going with that.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. So the trick would be, I guess, pull the helmet, step back, YOLO drops the crate, question mark? Because that probably doesn't even take a roll. Like if you already had it poised, you know what I mean?
I think it's the way it's set up right here is that Jory, picks it up and then I drop it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you guys need a roll for that. What will happen though, when you pull the helm off the mannequin, it immediately animates exactly as you expected it to. It struggles. It doesn't have feet, so it can't really do anything but sort of writhe around. Verde, you drop the crate being larger than it is, falls upon its head perfectly, and as soon as it falls upon its head, it immediately stops moving.
So the box is
Oh,
now dead.
Well
that's
done.
brilliant.
Someone else's problem now.
Oh, that's such a primitive fucking trap. I love this. Wait a minute. I have a circlet. I can put the circlet on this guy's head, and then I can put the mannequin inside my backpack, and now we have a guard dog.
Uh,
I mean,
hey,
theoretical?
I'm not going to tell you how to do your thing. If you want to do that, go for it.
What if we put this guy on like a 12-foot pole, right? And then like 2 or 3 of us held it out at our enemies?
We throw a hat at them. We take the hat off of it. It sees the hat. It's like, my hat!
Yeah.
Oh,
Or is the
did
trigger
you get my DMs, by the way, Snipe?
to attack the person who took off the helmet?
Oh, sorry, I just now saw it. Yeah, to answer the first question, you cannot use the system that way. It does not seem to work.
Dang.
To answer your second question, yeah, just about.
TikTok, boys and girls, we need to rock and roll.
Yeah, you're right. I'm wondering, is the trigger for it to attack the person who took off the designated hat? Because if that's the case, then we could absolutely use this.
Yeah, I mean, the pieces that you observed are remove hat, animated object, replace hat, stopped animating object. But you had it bound, you can't actually tell what it was doing when she pulled the hat off, you know?
Yeah, right. For all I know, it could have been signing, hey, this is how this hat works.
Right. Thank you for choosing House of Hats.
Yeah, I wonder if it was actually able to talk to us with the hat. We woke it up.
Oh, well. This is a spur of the moment thing. I do not think a mannequin is in our future. Let's take the helm and maybe get the fuck out of here. Do we want to open one more box?
Oh, we open all the rest.
Yeah, there's really nothing else salvageable in here. There is, actually, I take that back. There was that one, like, what is it? What is this ceramic thing? Where is it? Yeah, porcelain jar made of varnished white clay that is sitting on one of the tables.
Was it magical?
The legs of a chicken instead of regular stands.
Chicken leg instead of a regular stand?
Yeah, so it's like Baba Yaga's porcelain jug.
I love it.
Was it magical in any way or mundane?
It was not, though you did detect a faint presence of magic inside.
Yeah.
What was in it? Was it liquid?
You open it to find out.
Yeah, let's at least take a look.
All right. Well, as it turns out, you wouldn't be able to drink it because inside it's empty, except for what looks like 2 pieces of a wishbone.
And those 2 pieces of a wishbone are magical?
Alien.
Yeah, they are.
Is it broken?
Yeah, it's been snapped. Yep.
Shit. Damn it, we can't play.
What kind of magic is it?
Wait, what was that?
What
I'm
kind
sorry, I
of
didn't
what
hear
kind of
everybody.
magic is that on it?
Illusion. Verde, what did you say?
And I said, I depressingly, since we can't play, I depressingly like put them together again, like puzzle pieces, and take it apart.
Got it. When you put them together again, you hear very quietly a voice that says, Scabatha forgets the first creature she sees when she wakes up, although her memory of it returns each night when she sleeps. A
Shit,
creature
write that
forgotten
down.
by Scabatha in this manner is invisible to her.
Give me a second, just so I
Write that
can
down.
remember all that information. Scabatha forgets the first creature that she sees in the day
When she wakes up.
when she wakes up. The first creature she sees when she wakes up.
Yep. Although her memory of it returns each night when she sleeps. A creature forgotten by Scabatha in this manner is invisible to her.
Okay.
Thank you, Magic Wishbone.
Did we all hear that?
Yeah, that was an audible voice. Yep. As if the what is the spell? Is it message? I forget. It's the spell that you can make a statue talk with. It's kind of like that.
Oh, Magic Mouth.
Magic mouth. That's what it was. Yep.
Does it still have that magic on it?
No.
Putting it back together was the magic. It's a clue for combating Scabatha, I guess. Good.
Vansel says, escape was on the agenda today, right, gentlemen?
Yeah, I
Yep,
think
that's what I was
we've
thinking, TikTok.
mostly gotten everything that there is for us to get from the things that are everybody's best that she has taken that ended up in here. I would imagine the best somewhere else.
Yeah, either that or she literally squandered it all, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I got my notes down. Wishbone once told me Scabatha forgets the first creature she sees in a day. Although she remembers them each night when she sleeps, a creature could remain invisible to Scabatha this way.
Yeah. I'm glad you wrote that down.
It does seem useful, right?
I mean, I did say write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Ansel, do you know of Scabatha?
He kind of looks at you askance when you say that. And he says, I thought everybody knew the hags that rule Prismere these days.
She's one of the sisters.
Well, good.
Indeed.
That will be a useful thing to know.
See? See, Vansel, this is why we need you here on our journey, to chronicle things and to fill in the spaces we do not know. You don't even know our legendary origin story. We are not.
No. Well, I guess I can tell you the other's name is Endelin. And with that, I think I have fulfilled my duty.
No, we mean way more than just that.
Verde, where are we
We
again?
need you to chronicle all of the recipes that these fine chefs make. You'll be a famous bard of cooking. You know,
Verde,
women love
Verde,
a satyr that can cook.
what is the rule of the place that we're in?
Good hospitality.
Reciprocity.
That's one of them.
Fair, yeah, fair exchange.
I've got to ask, Vansel, where do you think you can go from here that's going to be safe? The whole area is in pretty bad shape.
Well, tell you the truth, I I had, well, maybe tryst isn't exactly the right word, but I have a relationship with the fine folks that sell the charms. Perhaps you know them. Their balloon is right over there.
Yes, I believe we have a schedule to go
we've-
with them.
Oh, well, then we are co-travelers after all, he says, a little disappointingly.
Surely more opportunity to show you how wise a decision it would be to travel with us. Chronicle our journeys.
It would seem it was fated.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to go against that now, would you?
That's three sisters I never wish to cross.
I'm tempted to take the twig blights, not gonna lie.
They would be 3 potted tree blights.
They are cute.
Twig blights, excuse me. They are potted. Which unfortunately means they are incapable of locomotion. They have a speed of 0.
I wonder what,
What would happen if we threw them in the swamp?
They
Well,
would stay wherever you threw them. The
It's not-
problem is that what would have been their legs have grown into a root system, so they literally lack the ability to move.
yeah, it's more. I wonder if there's a way that we can plant them that they can start terraforming the area. That they can use their root system to start sopping up some water, for example.
Right, or firming up the soil. Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I imagine that kind of thing would just happen naturally if you could find a good home for them.
That's fucking terrifying.
that's a good idea, though.
Put them in pots. They're like lemon balm.
I like that too.
Well, they are in pots.
They are in pots.
Good. Keep them in pots. Don't put them in the actual land. They're like lemon balm. Have you ever planted lemon balm in your backyard?
Yeah, don't do that unless you really like lemon balm.
I don't believe
you
I
gotta
have.
Maybe even then, don't do that.
Don't.
Oh, still they're like touch me nuts. They're super invasive and will go everywhere
Yeah.
Yes.
and self-propagate.
It's a mint.
Oh, I have
Need I say more? It's a mint.
Yeah.
I've actually never
like
had that problem with mints.
it's a rapacious one. But yeah, totally.
That's all I'm saying is don't put these in the ground. What the fuck? These are sentient. Don't put them in the ground.
Fair, but no, for me and mint, I actually put that in a singular bed in my garden, and it stays exactly where I planted. It doesn't spread; it stays put.
Does the bed have walls?
It doesn't spread to the entire bed. It stays in the 4x4 I put it in.
That's luck. That is fucking pure luck.
I wonder if
I do that with all of them.
I wonder if the hill would also.
I'm just saying that is pure fucking luck.
Yes, sir.
Verbenas and mints in particular are, I mean, rapacious is a strong word, but they go to seed and they immediately propagate, and next year you will have twice as many. And I know this because when I had them in my yard, I would go prune out, like by hand, everything that wasn't chamomile or lemon balm. And by the time I left that house, I mean, and I even had chickens that would eat every small baby thing. Like, I had, like, fuck tons of verbena, lemon balm,
Yeah.
and fucking chamomile all over that yard, just there.
Fun.
Just
I
saying.
wonder.
Mint. It's rapacious.
I wonder if the hill will accept them if we don't find a good spot to plant them.
We should take him to Mother. Oh, that's a different game.
I don't think Mother Ostankia would like them.
I think she'd give us the stink eye. Look what we brought you.
Okay, so we're gonna go down the stairs now and out the door.
Yeah, are you heading you heading
Yeah.
the exits then?
Do you want to add the item for me for the 3 plants?
Oh, yeah. Hold on just a second.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Do that. Spotted. Right.
Or if not, then later on when I can speak with plants, I can chat with them.
Yeah. Alien. Telepathy. Sorry. And I owe you all some XP while we're at it. So
All right.
distribute the goodies.
Woo!
And I think we'll call it here tonight, so I don't have to go bother looking up another map.
That
just yet.
makes sense because I figure it's a little on the later side for the Fridays.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That
one
might have
30
doubled you guys up because that was a shitload of XP.
Nope.
Damn. Well, it was worth it.
Did I? Oh, is it automatic? Because it's yeah. No, I'm still Paladin 4, not 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
nope. You guys are
2,300
still
short.
like, yeah, I was gonna say, still like more than 2K short. Damn, that was a good chunk of change there, though. You guys got what, 1,100 each?
Some
Yeah.
lag.
Well,
I'm
that's
sad.
I forgot I distributed the first 100 individually. So yeah. So you got like 1,200 XP out of that.
Sick.
Pretty good.
I'm big sad because I was reading through my abilities and now I know that when I'm Paladin 7, that's when I get my at will willful ignorance, and oh shit, man,
Right. Yep.
Good stuff.
the power.
All right. Well,
that didn't happen.
if that's the case, then for the sake of the stream, I'm going to start wrapping it up. Thanks anybody who's watching, and other certain entities that may be taking notes. And thanks for hosting, everybody. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for dungeon mastering, Snipe Hunter. Thanks for hosting their
Thank you.
Nero, and love you, meet it, everyone.
Yeah, not everybody.
Good night out there.